So merger, the first condition of merger is that the companies has to be in the same size or in the same product line or somewhat related, and there is no exchange of stock unlike acquisition. And also like in merger, the new entity is formed and the previous two entities cease to exist.
तो तू एग्री करता है ना A plus B is equal to C से?
हाँ श्योर. और इसका मतलब अभी वाला एग्जांपल है बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा, विजय बैंक, देना बैंक का हुआ है, टाटा टीकेजी, टाटा एंड थाइसन ग्रुप.
सॉरी, विजय बैंक का क्या हुआ?
मर्जर बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा एंड विजय बैंक एंड देना बैंक का मर्ज हो गया अभी.
अच्छा, सो बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा का देना बैंक का क्या हुआ?
नॉर्मल न्यूज याद आ रही है मर्जर का. और टाटा टीकेजी का तो कंफर्म है, इनका भी मर्जर हुआ था लास्ट ईयर.
बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा देना बैंक का क्या हो गया? क्या बनी है?
विजय बैंक. सर विजय बैंक का हुआ है, बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा.
विजय बैंक का हुआ है. हाँ
ठीक है, तो अब नई एंटिटी क्या बन गई है साहिल?
न्यू एंटिटीज बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा, विजय बैंक प्लस देना बैंक, न्यू एंटिटीज बीओबी.
बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा ही है.
बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा प्लस देना बैंक इज इक्वल टू बीओबी.
हाँ जी, बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा प्लस देना प्लस विजय इज इक्वल टू बीओबी.
ठीक है, विजय भी डाल लेते हैं इसमें. तो ये तो आपकी डेफिनेशन में फिट ही नहीं किया ना साहिल. आपने बोला A प्लस बी इज इक्वल टू C जब होता है तो मर्जर होता है, और यहाँ पे तो A प्लस बी प्लस C इज इक्वल टू A ही हो गया ना. तो आपके हिसाब से तो एक्विजिशन हो जाना चाहिए, बट इसको मर्जर क्यों बता रहे हो आप?
ये न्यूज का रेफर करना पड़ेगा दोबारा. हाँ बट टाटा एंड थाइसन ग्रुप का मैंने अच्छे से पढ़ा था, ये केस स्टडी भी पढ़ी थी, तो वो मुझे अच्छे से पता है. टाटा एंड थाइसन ग्रुप.
इस पे बताओ, पहले टाटा पे भी आता हूँ. इस पे बताओ, ये आपकी डेफिनेशन या आपने जो बताया उसके हिसाब से गलत प्रूव हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा?
गलत प्रूव हो रहा है.
ठीक है, अब आ जाओ एक्विजिशन पे. हाँ, क्या अंडरस्टैंडिंग है तुम्हारी एक्विजिशन की? A प्लस बी इज इक्वल टू A, करेक्ट?
यस.
बोलो क्या एग्जांपल लो. टाटा का क्या लो? हाँ, टाटा में क्या हुआ बोलो.
एक्विजिशन एग्जांपल,
आप कोई भी एग्जांपल ले लो साहिल.
एक्विजिशन लाइक जोमेटो उबर ईट्स का हुआ था, टाटा स्टील भूषण स्टील का हुआ था, एक्सिस बैंक फ्री चार्ज.
यार थोड़ा धीरे धीरे करो ना, मेरी स्पीड आपकी जितनी तो ना है. हाँ, टाटा स्टील और भूषण स्टील का करो.
यस.
हाँ, टाटा स्टील और भूषण स्टील मिलके क्या बन गया?
नहीं, टाटा स्टील बन गया. टाटा स्टील, टाटा स्टील ने भूषण स्टील, टाटा ने भूषण को एक्वायर किया था तो टाटा स्टील में ही हो गया. सिमिलरली मैंने अभी उबर ईट्स और जोमेटो का न्यूज़पेपर में पढ़ा था.
अच्छा, उबर और जोमेटो का
उबर ईट्स.
ठीक है, उबर ईट्स एंड जोमेटो. हाँ, क्या हो गया? नया नाम क्या हो गया?
जोमेटो ने एक्वायर किया है इसको.
ठीक है, तो नई एंटिटी का नाम
जोमेटो ही है. हाँ.
अच्छा, ठीक है. हाँ जी, और कुछ?
एक्विजिशन में ओनरशिप ट्रांसफर होती है.
एक्विजिशन में ओनरशिप ट्रांसफर होती है. ओके, ओनरशिप ट्रांसफर होती है. सो इसका मतलब मर्जर में ओनरशिप ट्रांसफर नहीं होती, ऐसा?
मर्जर में दोनों की ओनरशिप, एक की ओनरशिप सीज कराती है एक्विजिशन में और दूसरे वाले में उसके शेयर मिल जाते हैं. और मर्जर में जहां तक मुझे पता है कि दोनों की ही ओनरशिप, मतलब दोनों प्रीवियस एंटिटी बंद हो जाती है और नई एंटिटी बनती है. बहुत पुराना एग्जांपल क्राइसलर डेलमर का याद है मुझे बस.
चलो ठीक है, आता हूँ वापस. ठीक है, हाँ जी. एनीबडी एल्स? So the thought Madhur and Sahil have given so far, that merger means A plus B is equal to C, which means A and B come together and form a new entity. That's they're calling as a merger, and the acquisition is where two companies come together. Sorry, not come together. The one company acquires another company, A plus B, and they form. They don't form any new company, new entity. One of these old acquiring companies continue to be part of the new entity. Hanji, or anybody else who believes this to be wrong, believes to be right, wants to make any adjustment to this? Any thoughts around this?
Nishant sir, I wanted to ask you something. I don't know if I'm correct or not. सर ये टाटा और भूषण स्टील वाली फैक्ट्री जो है, दिस इज मतलब वेरी क्लोज टू माय प्लेस. सो भूषण स्टील, आई नो दिस प्लेस, दिस फैक्ट्री. इसके आगे अब सारे बोर्ड्स टाटा के लग गए हैं, बट वहां पे कॉन्सेप्ट जो है वो A+B इज इक्वल्स टू A+B ही है. टाटा प्लस भूषण हैज कम आउट to be Tata Bhushan Steels Limited, not only Tata. So I don't know what concept is that.
कोई बात नहीं. So इसलिए मैंने इसको भी मैंने ये थोड़ा बोला ये सही है, तो मैंने भी थॉट्स रखा है. Correct. So what you're saying, Tata plus Bhushan has come out to be new entity called Tata and Bhushan, correct?
हाँ जी sir, Tata Bhushan Steels Limited.
Which is this structure, correct? Which is this structure? A plus B is equal to C.
Okay.
Okay, so I will come to this. Yeah. Hanji, anybody else? What's your understanding of this merger acquisition? Hanji. Anjani Anand.
हाँ जी सर. मर्जर जो होता है ये इसमें मैं जितना समझता हूँ वो मैं बता रहा हूँ कि इसमें बैलेंस शीट्स जो है वो इंडिविजुअली रहती हैं और एट द एंड ऑफ ईयर वो दोनों कंसोलिडेटेड इंडिविजुअल एंटिटी अपने बैलेंस शीट डिस्प्ले करते हैं और वो फिर मर्ज होके एक बैलेंस शीट बनती है. और व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट एक्विजिशन तो इसमें आइडेंटिटी खत्म हो जाती है जिसकी भी हो, मतलब छोटा बड़े को लिए या बड़ा छोटे को, मतलब बिग साइज कंपनी विल टेक एक्वायर स्मॉल साइज कंपनी और व्हाटएवर और वाइस वर्सा. इसमें एट पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम बैलेंस शीट जो है वो कॉमन हो जाती है एक्विजिशन.
ओके.
ये डिफरेंस है.
ओके, ठीक है. Parul, what's your thought around this?
Sir, actually I'm sir totally new to this concept, so sir you have to make me understand for this.
No issue. Go ahead and make your turn. Guys, Parul, ये भी important है, correct? Be prepared for this, and that's the reason I'm randomly choosing these, because you need to be prepared, because when you will go for an interview, rest assured, there's a possibility you might get exposed to a question which you have never studied or never probably have prepared in the past, correct? It's possible, correct? It has happened with us. It happens with us when I go for an interview. Something can come which I've never studied or never done in my life.
Sure, sir. So whatever I have said, like I have just go through with the mergers. So whatever I have come up with is like mergers means it is a combination between two companies. Mean two companies come together and they get combined and they make a new company, or it can be the combination of a company.
So you are agreeing with this A plus B is equal to C, correct? That's what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay.
That's I don't know. Might be wrong.
No issues.
Mm-hmm.
But that's your current understanding.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Satya?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I have one
merger
point.
Sahil, रुक जा. Satya, go ahead.
Yeah, as per my understanding, merger is A plus B is equal to C is the merger. I can agree with that. And A plus B is equal to A, that is also acquisition. I can agree with these two. What I have understood.
Okay. Yes, Sahil.
सर मतलब जस्ट रीफ्रेम करना था उसी को कि मर्जर में कंसोलिडेशन हो जाता है और एक्विजिशन में ओनरशिप एक कंपनी की पूरा बैलेंस शीट अदर में दूसरे वाली कंपनी एक्वायर कर लेती है, जैसे वो एक्वायर करना चाहती है, मतलब बाय कुछ जैसे कभी एसेट्स एक्वायर करते हैं, लायबिलिटीज डिस्पोज ऑफ कर देते हैं, ऐसा मतलब. सो और मर्जर में सब कुछ ही कंबाइंड हो जाता है, एसेट्स भी और लायबिलिटीज भी.
ठीक है. Anybody else who wants to add to this last time? So unless you speak.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. Who's this? Chahat. Yeah, Chahat. Good.
So merger is basically a mutual decision taken by both the companies, मतलब two or more companies to get combined. Whereas acquisition can be friendly or not, like they can be mutually, if one can acquire, otherwise it cannot be the other way.
So, are you agreeing to this A plus B is equal to C, or you are disagreeing to this, or it's something else only?
So I'm agreeing to A plus B is equals to C.
You're agreeing to the A plus B is equal to C. Okay. Yeah. Isha, you are trying to say something?
Yes, in merger, size of the merging company is more or less the same. But in the acquisition, acquiring companies in size acquired company.
Isha, I don't know. It seems network issue, but could you repeat what you said? I was not able to get it because of a network issue.
In case of merger, the size of both companies are more or less the same. But in case of acquisition, the acquiring company is more big compared to the acquiring company.
Okay. Okay. ठीक है सर. And I'm not surprised जो understanding आप लोगों ने बताया, because most of the time this is what I get. Isha, can you go on mute in case? You want to add anything, Isha? Okay. So now let me put a couple of examples, correct? Hero, Honda. ये merger था कि acquisition था?
I believe it was a joint venture.
Oh, there's one more complication than it comes in. So we were just discussing mergers. We were discussing acquisition. Now here comes the one more complication. Joint venture. Okay. So कौन था वो? Bhavesh?
It was me, Madhur.
So he believes this Hero and Honda coming together as Hero Honda, ये JV था. ठीक है. Anybody else who believes ये acquisition या merger में से क्या था? अगर मैं JV को मान के चलूँ, अभी we are not discussing JVs.
ये merger है.
Sir, I think ये merger था.
Merger है. तो साहिल and Amit, अगर आप इसको merger बोल रहे हो, तो ये तो यार इस definition में fit ही नहीं हुआ.
सर मेरे को इस पे मतलब इस इक्वेशन पे एक चीज बोलनी है, जैसे a plus b is equal to c.
आप बोलो.
हाँ तो सर नई कंपनी हीरो होंडा बन तो गई.
It mostly depends on the terms and condition for the both companies कि किसका नाम आगे लेकर जाना चाहते हैं. Either it can be Hero or Honda or Hero Honda. Just like Bank of Baroda plus Vijaya Bank can be out to Bank of Baroda and Vijaya Bank, or either Bank of Baroda or either Vijaya Bank.
Similar example, Maruti Suzuki.
This is wrong understanding A plus B is equal to C. This is not the way we work in the industry. I know some of the books this is what it says, and आपको शायद I think junior class में यही रटाया गया होगा, आसान पड़ता है टीचर के लिए समझाना, but that's not the way it works. And I can give you a number of examples. आप लोग खुद, so जैसे अभी हीरो होंडा का आपने देखा, ये फिट कर गया यहाँ पे, ठीक है, तो आप लोग बोल रहे हैं हाँ ठीक है. अब सेम लॉजिक बैंक का, SBI के अंदर इतने सारे बैंक्स मर्ज होते हैं, बट SBI का नाम SBI ही रहता है, स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. करेक्ट साहिल? एंड सेम लॉजिक विद बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा, देना बैंक, विजय बैंक, ये तीन बैंक आए तो टेक्निकली बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा सेम एंटिटी नाम नहीं होना चाहिए था ना, कुछ और नाम क्रिएट बनना चाहिए. अगर बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा ही तो आपके डेफिनेशन के हिसाब से तो एक्विजिशन बन जाना चाहिए, पर उसको एक्विजिशन नहीं बोलते, उसको मर्जर बोलते हैं.
मे बी एक्विजिशन इसलिए नहीं बोलते क्योंकि नहीं, हाँ मर्जर ही है.
क्यों नहीं बोलते? Merger and acquisition has nothing to do with this A plus B is equal to C or A concept. Nothing. ICICI Bank, Bank of Madurai. These two banks got merged. ICICI Bank decided to go with the name ICICI Bank.
Also, so it's Vodafone now.
Sorry?
Vodafone और आइडिया भी ऐसे एग्जांपल है.
ऐसे एग्जाम्पल है ना, करेक्ट? ठीक है, so let's understand what the merger and the acquisition is.
I want to add one more point here.
Yes, okay.
In that merger thing, there is only some specifications are there. For example, A and B is not no need to completely merge together. There are some of the portion also they can merge it. That was the reason
possible.
as what?
Go ahead, Satya.
That is the reason SBI and ICICI Bank, even though they are merging with other banks, but based on their goodwill and how much the portion and what are the terms and conditions they are going to be merged, they are keeping the same name like SBI and ICICI.
No, Satya. So ICICI Bank and Bank of Madurai. So Bank of Madurai and ICICI Bank completely all business divisions were merged, but still the board of the ICICI decided to go ahead with the brand called ICICI Bank. And the reason is ICICI Bank is a much bigger brand vis-a-vis the Bank of Madurai. Similarly, when SBI and State Bank of Patiala gets merged into State Bank of India, it's obvious, correct? State Bank of India is a much bigger brand with the State Bank of Patiala or any regional or probably smaller subsidiary of State Bank of India. You need to understand, correct, कि what's the name? जो हम name रखते हैं company का, उसका objective क्या होता है? It's a brand equity. अगर सत्य मैं आपके साथ एक business start कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, और आपका brand बहुत बड़ा brand है all over India, और मैं एक छोटा सा ब्रांड हूँ and I'm genuinely interested in working with you, ठीक है, and we both believe that my brand, which Nishant's brand, is a smaller brand, but Satya's brand is a much bigger brand and equity. So then of course I will keep the name of the company which will have a much bigger brand value rather than getting this combination of A plus B is equal to C or A plus B is equal to A. Is it making sense?
Yeah, I agree. But I heard that when that merging is happening, that is not compulsory 100% all activities, all the company shares, everything has to be merged between two companies. There might be some of the portion also they can merge it.
That's called a joint
right?
venture. That's called a joint venture.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I will complicate this, don't worry. It's not so easy that, and it's only not joint venture. There will be an absorption that will come in. There is amalgamation that will come in. So a lot to come. So, but as of now, let me knock off these joint venture without making things complicated for you guys as of now. So, अगर मैं से merger और acquisition पे ही अभी रखता हूँ, ठीक है? So, as of now, let's understand what is merger and acquisition. So, merger means when two companies, both of the companies wants to work with each other. So, for example, I have company A, and I have company B. A wants to work with B because A has some limitation which can be overcome by B's strength. Similarly, B wants to work with A because B has some other limitation which can be overcome by A's strength, and that's why they decide both to come together and work together, A plus B. Now it is immaterial whether they create a company C, whether they create a company A, whether they create a company B. It's immaterial. It will call as merger. कोई डाउट है तो पूछिए. Let me give an examples to this. Maruti. So let me say Maruti was A. Suzuki was B. Suzuki wants to enter into Indian markets, but at that time, I don't know how much you understand FDI and all stuffs like this, but around this is prior to 1991, India में auto sector में FDI 49% ही था. So what does this mean? So if you're not an Indian company, you cannot come and set up company in India without having the partnership of an Indian company, because you can only bring in 49% capital. So if Suzuki wants to enter into Indian markets before 1991, they cannot do that without somebody having a partnership from the local company. So they definitely needed somebody to help them, and they decide, okay, Maruti could be one. So B के पास strength क्या थी? B के पास अच्छी technology थी. Suzuki was one of the again international or around at least from an Asia perspective around most of the Asian countries around that time is one of the again superior technology into the automobile industry. So they have technology designs, but they were finding it difficult. They have a limitation of entering into the Indian market. On the other hand, Maruti, which was an Indian company, ठीक है, उसकी इंडिया में प्रेजेंस थी, वो उसकी एडवांटेज था, ठीक है, बट उसकी लिमिटेशन क्या थी? उसके पास बेस्ट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं थी, बेस्ट ऑफ डिजाइनिंग रिसर्च नहीं थी, एंड सो ऑन. Guys, any doubt till this piece? Any doubt in this till this?
No.
Okay. So both understood that they have a limitation, but that limitation can be overcome by the strength of the other partner. They decided to come together and shake hands, and so which means Maruti plus Suzuki is coming together. Now the important piece is about the name. Now at that time, if they keep only name Maruti, then Maruti will have this new entity will have a problem in getting an international recognition, because Suzuki was known internationally. Then they decide, okay, if we keep Suzuki, then the problem is Suzuki doesn't have any brand value in India. That's why they decided, okay, Maruti and Suzuki India Private Limited was the name of the company that was created, but still remains merger. With doubt यहाँ तक. Guys, I am not trying to give you definition. अगर आप सॉरी बट स्लाइड्स देखोगे, यहाँ पे आपको वो डेफिनेशन ही मिलेगा जो डेफिनेशन को मैंने भी चैलेंज कर दिया. या अंजनी, गो अहेड.
हाँ जी सर, मुझको ये पूछना था कि जो एक कंपनी है सम लिमिटेशंस, वो लिमिटेशन मतलब किस पर्सपेक्टिव में हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं?
किसी भी पर्सपेक्टिव हो सकते है, जैसे जो मारुति सुजुकी का मैंने एग्जांपल
जैसे मान लीजिए बैंकिंग की अगर हम बात करें तो आईसीआईसीआई बैंक.
अंजनी पहले मारुति और सुजुकी पे समझ आया?
हाँ, मारुति सुजुकी को समझ में आ गया सर. बस ये लिमिटेशन वाली बात थोड़ा सा एक बार डिटेल में बता दीजिए.
हाँ, so Maruti Suzuki में से suppose Maruti has a limitation that they did not have the technology, best of the technology or international capabilities or international research and design capabilities. There's a limitation that they did not have an ability to enter into Indian markets without a local partnership. So ये दोनों की limitation थी जो एक दूसरे से overcome करी जा सकती थी, and that's the reason why they decided to shake hands together and come together. Anjali?
Okay, sir. So
let me give an example of bank as well, if that's what helps you. So let's take ICICI Bank and Bank of Madurai. So Bank of Madurai was a small regional bank, okay, which is primarily located towards the one part of the country, which is especially towards the southern part of the country. And ICICI Bank is more of a pan-India bank, correct? So Bank of Madurai was, because of their NP problems, was struggling. So they need more capital. They need somebody to infuse the capital. And ICICI Bank was looking for an expansion towards the southern part of the country. So if I acquire some bank who already has a presence into the southern part of the country, then ICICI Bank will automatically get a much more stronger presence in the southern part of the country, whereas the Bank of Madurai, who was struggling around that time, will get more capital, and that's the reason why they decided to come together and resulted in a merger. But at the same time, ICICI Bank decided not to continue with the name of Bank of Madurai. They decided to continue with the original brand called ICICI Bank because they believe that was a much bigger brand, and they don't need a support of the brand called Bank of Madurai.
Okay.
Anybody else, any doubt in this merger? Kuch puchna ho? Anybody, anything which you're not convinced? Let me know.
So can I ask one thing? Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, like in Maruti and Suzuki case, it's like Suzuki wants to come to India and Maruti wants an international name. So that's why the name come up to Maruti Suzuki. But when it comes to, for an example that you have taken, the ICICI and the Madurai Bank, the name which has been given, that is an ICICI Bank. So it's like ICICI is dominating over there, or it's like how the name is come, like it's a mutual between them, like we're going to take ICICI name.
See, it's not about the dominance. It's about
Sir, just before you answer this question, I'm sorry to cut you short. Just to add on to this question, Maruti and Suzuki, that comes out to be Maruti, or they can name their company as Suzuki. In real scenario, they came out as Maruti Suzuki. Can they become Mercedes as well?
Yes, they can become Mercedes as well, provided the Mercedes brand or Mercedes name is not being patented by somebody else. Because if it's patented by somebody else, they can't use that name and the logo, correct?
No, Maruti and Suzuki can become Nishant as well. That's what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, they can, provided the Nishant is not being patented.
Exactly, until unless. Okay, sir.
But think logically, correct? That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Come out of these bookish definitions, and that's what we look at when we go and recruit people. Okay, even if you're a fresher means if you don't have a technical experience certificate of working with the organization like us or any of the big MNC investment banks, I'm still I'm willing to hire, provided you have that exposure of probably inclination of understanding the practical side, rather than just only knowing, okay, what's the bookish definition of this. Now, just to answer this question, Bhavesh, nothing like this. Maruti. Think of scenario. I don't know whether you've interacted with your grandparents, if you got an opportunity to speak to them. उस टाइम में मारुति और एम्बेसडर दो ही कार्स, हाँ, मारुति और एम्बेसडर दो ही कार्स होती थी इंडिया में.
Yes, हिंदुस्तान मोटर्स, exactly.
हाँ, हिंदुस्तान मोटर्स. फिर फिएट भी आ गई थी. जो प्रॉब्लली आपको तीन कार्स दिखती थी. ठीक है, अगर आप बहुत पॉलिटिशियन हो या अराउंड you belong to that category of a VIP category, then ambassador is the one जहाँ देखी जाती थी. और if you are somebody who is at a decent size तो Fiat हो जाती थी, otherwise it's a Maruti. ये तीन category of cars चलती थी उस टाइम इंडिया में. ठीक है. So Maruti was like a Bajaj, हमारा बजाज. उस टाइम टू व्हीलर में बजाज and फोर व्हीलर में आपका मारुति, because fuel efficient, economical, so सब चल रहा. Now in Indian markets, मारुति ने बहुत ज्यादा अपनी ब्रांड वैल्यू बना ली थी. आज की तारीख में देख लो ना, मारुति की एक ब्रांड वैल्यू है, करेक्ट? पीपल, मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल, स्पेशली पीपल हु आर बाइंग देयर फर्स्ट कार, people belonging to the middle class family who don't have a capacity but they are trying to put all their savings and try and get their first car, they generally look at Maruti as one of their starting cars, correct? So वो मारुति के ब्रांड की इंपॉर्टेंस थी. सुजुकी की इंपॉर्टेंस क्या थी? वो इंटरनेशनली रिकॉग्नाइज एक ब्रांड माना जाता था. तो मैं मारुति और सुजुकी के ब्रांड छोड़ के निशांत के नाम पे क्यों एक कंपनी बनाऊंगा? Then I have to spend more advertisement costs or branding costs to create a branding of the Nishant in the auto sector.
True, sir. Just
hence, hence legally it's allowed. Maruti plus Suzuki can create a new company called Nishant and Bhavesh Limited.
That was the only intention.
Provided that new name or new proposed name is not being patented by somebody else. तो legally allowed है, but strategy wise most of the time we don't do that.
Got it.
हाँ ठीक है. Somebody was trying to add something. So is everybody clear with merger? What do you mean merger? Merger means when two company, both A and B, A is willing to work with B and B is also willing to work with A. It has nothing to do with the size. यहाँ पे किसी ने बोला था छोटी कंपनी बड़ी कंपनी सेम साइज, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, ये सब हटाओ. छोटी कंपनी बड़ी कंपनी के साथ. So at that time Suzuki was far bigger than Maruti, but still they decided to come together. So it's not about the size, same size of the companies. Any doubt in merger? I'm giving you a minute. Absorb कर लीजिए, सोच लीजिए before we move to acquisition.
So sir, that would be the case of merger of equals. Hello. Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yeah, you are audible. You are audible.
So sir, hello sir. Hello, Nishant. क्या हुआ भाई?
Sahil, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sahil?
Yes, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
I think Nishant sir voice we are okay.
Hello, Nishant sir.
Okay, Sahil, जब भी वो बोलते हैं कि I'm giving you 1 minute, I think he is not around, so we can probably, think over whatever he has just.
Had he left?
No, he is there. He is there, but maybe some audio issue. He is there in the group.
Sorry, I think my system got hang. Yeah.
Sir, I thought I gave you some point definition about merger of equals, so that's why I told that same size.
So merger of equals is a sub concept of the merger. Is not equivalent to a merger. Is a one
मुझे
type
वो
of.
याद था इसलिए बोला same size.
हाँ तो बट मर्जर, मैंने मर्जर ऑफ सेम साइज नहीं पूछा ना, मैंने मर्जर पूछा है. अगर इंटरव्यू में हम नहीं बोला तो गलत हो जाएगा. And you will not get an opportunity to defend and give an excuse कि क्यों गलत बोला.
मुझे merger of equals याद था लास्ट, तो थोड़ा मिक्स हो गया.
कोई बात नहीं. So that's why we are trying to understand what's right. Guys, please again you need to very quickly start into that mode. Sorry, just give me 30 seconds around this. Let's start thinking of the answers, start articulating the answers in a way you will respond and you will prefer to respond in an interview, because it will not come naturally on the day of the interview. It will take its own time, correct? So you need to gradually come towards that mindset that when I give an answer, that answer should not be a casual answer that can be taken as wrong if I give the same version in an interview. So just be careful around these pieces. Yeah, go ahead.
Anji sir. Sir, I was just asking that merger and acquisition, merger has any effect on balance sheet, or what type of balance sheet will be there after merger, and the timeline is there any timeline for that merger? That the merger will be discontinued after that time?
No, so mergers are not for a limited time. Mergers are permanent. So which means if Maruti and Suzuki has come together, there is no time that they have come together for 10 years, they have come together for 5 years. They have come together for the production of cars in Indian markets. That's it. Now there's no time limit to that merger. Have I answered your second question?
Sir, but they have some contractual agreement, so they need to renew that agreement, and on the renewal of agreement, one party can deny, somewhat like that.
No, nothing like that. So it may be one of those cases, but it is not necessary that every merger needs to have those clauses. Guys, please try and understand. अगर एक transaction में एक clause आ गया, that doesn't mean सब merger में वैसा जरूरत होता. So for example, जो हमने Bank of Baroda और देना और विजय बैंक की बात किया, हमने हीरो होंडा की बात किया, हमने मारुति और सुजुकी की बात किया, इनमें ऐसे कोई क्लॉजेस नहीं which require every 1 year के बाद आपको इसको रिन्यू करना है. Anybody else, anything on this merger?
Is there any clause like that for 25 years Maruti and Suzuki mergers, after the 25 years agreement they separated?
Satya, can you go on? Sorry, Sahil, can you go on mute, please, in case you're not asking the question? Yes, Satya. So they can have that clause. There's no restriction from a law perspective. They can have that clause, but it's not necessary that if two companies are merging, they need to have that clause. So I hope I'm making it clear. They can have that clause, but it's not mandatory that they need to have that clause.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Hero Honda is the case where initially they worked together, but after some years they departed.
So Hero Honda also, when they came together, there was no clause in their merger. But what has happened over a period of time, there were disputes in both the houses. Let me put this way, both the business houses, and they decided, okay, they are not able to, after the series of negotiation, they were not able to come to the same line, and then they finally decided, okay, they will go back and become get separated, and that's why that resulted in a demerger. But there was, again, for a Hero Honda, there was no clause which requires them to renegotiate or do such kind of discussions every year or some periodicity. But having said this, after a particular point of time, they realize that their school of thoughts are not matching with each other, and even after negotiation, they were not able to come at the same level. Then they decided to get separated, and that's the reason why today you do not have a Hero Honda. You have Hero separate and then Honda separate. Anything else on merger? अच्छा, एक और चीज, क्या प्लान है तुम लोगों का आज? You want me to continue till 8? You want me to continue till 9? What's the plan? Or you want me to go little more than 8 and say suppose around 8:30, just to give a flavor of it? I'm okay with whatever time that you decide, but just want to get a sense so that I can try and plan the break accordingly if required. 8:15, 8:20, is that okay, guys? For a stretch मारते so that you slowly can come up to the curve. Is that okay or नहीं sir? 8 o'clock?
Yeah. No, 8:15, 8:20 is fine. Please complete this concept. Complete the concept.
Yes,
सत्या
sir.
कंप्लीट तो मैं आपको रात के
So
10 बजे तक ही पढ़ाऊंगा तो भी कंप्लीट नहीं होगा सत्या. So this will not even get complete even if I take the class till 10. Don't worry about it. It's too deep.
Okay.
Guys, देखो मैं honestly बताऊं. So I for me I can wrap this up in 5 minutes. I can continue to talk this for 50 hours. It's your call. I hope you understand, correct? I could have wrapped this as merger. Merger means A plus B is equal to C, and I show you the slide. Slide says the same thing, and move on. And give one example to this. You will get you will be happy, correct? But that's not the way I want to drive these.
Yeah.
I want to have the same conversation that I have when I recruit people. And exactly, if somebody gives me this answer, if I ask what is merger, and the person gives me exactly the same answer, A plus B is equal to C, I ask the same questions. What about these banks? And then person gets shock of his or her life because he or she has never thought of those examples. Okay, so let's move to acquisition. Any doubt in merger before I move to acquisition? Last time, any doubt at merger?
No.
So the important piece that you need to understand before I move to the acquisition is the intent. In merger, both the parties have an intent to work with each other. That's important. Intent. Both has a very positive intent to work with each other. Nishant has an intent to work with Satya. Satya has an intent to work with Nishant, and that's why we both are coming together. And then we mutually will decide, okay, we want to keep the name Nishant. We want to keep the name Nishant and Satya, or we want to keep the name Satya. Is that okay, guys? Before I move, it has nothing to do with the size. Ho sakta hai, it's very much possible that Nishant is very small and Satya is big, or vice versa, or we might both be of the equivalent size. It's nothing to do with the size as well. And then brings to the important question: why there's an intent? There's an intent because Nishant has an intent to work with Satya because Nishant has some limitation which Satya can overcome. So as a business, as a commercial unit, I want to overcome my limitation to make higher profits or return for my shareholder. That's why I go and shake hands with Satya. Now the question is why Satya will shake my hands, shake hands with me, because Satya also has some problem or limitation which Nishant can overcome. That's why both are willing to work with each other. Remember, this is not charity, this is commercials. Guys, is this making sense? You're convinced? Any doubt? Anything which you're not convinced, not logically making sense? Please, guys, please let me know, because if you're not convinced, you will not be able to convince in an interview or in the interview. Any questions, doubts on this? Please go ahead.
Okay, sir, just to so they have mutually agreed. So it's like marriage and divorce, like merger and demerger.
Yeah, I wanted to avoid those words, but yes. If let me put this way, a love marriage is kind of a merger. I hope that समझ आ गया होगा आपको.
हाँ जी, ठीक है sir, thank you.
Now moving to acquisition. So acquisition is, again, let me put this A and B. Now listen this carefully. This is a little complicated. Satya, pay attention on this. So A and B. A wanted to work with B. Okay. A wanted to work with B. B do not want to work with A. This is possible? Is this possible?
Yes. If the one of the companies it's a need. For example, Future Group is debt ridden, so they have to take help from someone or the else to clear off their debts. So I guess that's the example I could get.
हाँ, but उस
But
case में
this is possible.
Future Group will not. Yeah. So the person who took the Future Group example, yes, that's very much is the current scenario. But उसमें Future Group जाके एक्वायर नहीं करेगा, कोई और आके एक्वायर कर लेगा Future Group को.
Got it.
So that will not be a very good example to probably explain this concept. So what we're talking about, that A wanted to work with B, but B do not wanted to work with A. But A still takes over B. Is that possible? This is called as hostile acquisition. This is one type of the acquisition. Hostile acquisition is when A wants to work with B, B refuses, but still A has so much of ability. वो कैसे करते हैं वो आपको सिखाया जाएगा. We'll discuss that. What's our strategies? How do we still acquire those companies and so on, tender offers and so on. So we'll come to those pieces probably tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Probably I think next weekend. Let's see. But from a concept perspective, it's pretty clear that I want to work with B. B don't want to work with me, but I still have a power, and I go and take over the company. That's called as hostile acquisition. First of all, why this is not called as merger? Because only one party has an intent, the other party do not have an intent. So it's not called as merger, it's called as acquisition. Now, because one party has a negative intent, still the other party acquire. That's why it becomes it's become so much resistance. There is so much of resistance comes in, and it's called as a hostile acquisition. समझ आया? Let me put another scenario to this so that आपको दोनों scenario समझ आएंगे. B wanted to work with B, or B wanted to work. तो ऐसे करता हूँ. B wanted to, A wanted to buy B. Work is but B do not want to sell company to A. ठीक है? A wanted to buy B, but now B these are called as only acquisitions. So for example, like Vodafone and Hutch. Hutch in India was up for a sale. So Hutch is B. Hutch कहता है मेरे को तो एग्जिट करना है, मैं तो बेचना चाहता हूँ, जो मर्जी खरीद लो. तो हच को कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं था कि वोडाफोन के पास जाना है, कि उसको एयरटेल के पास जाना है, कि उसको टाटा के पास जाना है, या किसके पास जाना है. सो हच हैज नो व्यू. हच से जिसको जो मुझे एक्स्ट्रा पैसा देगा वहां चला जाऊंगा. तो न्यूट्रल था. बट वोडाफोन वांट टू कम इनटू इंडियन मार्केट, सो वोडाफोन ने कहा मैं आपको खरीदूंगा. सो दिस बिकम्स एक्विजिशन, नॉट एन होस्टाइल एक्विजिशन. राइट? ये समझ आ गया आपको? Is Vodafone Hutch example clear to everyone? Hello. Is my system hanging?
Sir,
Am I audible?
I just wanted to
Yeah.
ask you one thing. उस टाइम वोडाफोन था मार्केट में, इंडियन मार्केट में?
नहीं ना, तो इंडियन मार्केट्स में एंटर करना चाहता था ना, हज को एक्वायर करके उसके लाइसेंस से तो इंडिया में आया वो. At that time, TRAI, which is telecom agency, was telecom authorities of India, was not issuing new licenses. The only way to enter into Indian markets to acquire an existing license, which they did through Hutch.
Okay. ठीक है सर, clear.
But they only not acquired the license, they acquired the company as well. So which means the customers, they all their offices, assets, everything which belonged to Hutch was taken over by Vodafone.
So you're trying to say here that whenever there is a acquisition which happens, so the company which takes over the other company, so the existence of the other company, that gets over.
No, I never said that. Because suppose let me put this again. Vodafone, sorry, it's Vodafone and Hutch. They came together. Now, whether the new name would be Hutch or whether it be Vodafone or whether it be Vodafone plus Hutch is a combination of your business strategy and the brand name. Vodafone was a much bigger brand vis-a-vis Hutch. So Vodafone decided, let me go ahead and create my brand rather than creating and continuing with the brand of Hutch. But ऐसा possible है, this is also possible. This is also possible that probably Vodafone would have decided to go ahead with the brand Hutch only. But it doesn't make sense from a business strategy because Vodafone is a much bigger brand. Why would a bigger brand will come to a smaller brand?
ठीक है सर. Over here also name doesn't matter.
Yeah. Any other doubt, guys?
Excuse me, sir. In this acquisition, is it necessary that one company is not in any position to work in the market, therefore another company acquires it?
Not necessary. Not necessary. It is possible that a company is able to work, still some other company is able to buy that company. So are we clear with merger and acquisition?
Okay, sir, like in mergers, when demergers happen, so Hero Honda, again, they came out to Hero and Honda, two different identities. In amalgamation, we have de-amalgamation as well. Do we have any concept like de-acquisitions or anything of that sort?
See, de-acquisitions, you will have de-acquisitions, but in a de-acquisitions, see, I think one more piece that you need to understand here is, let's go back. Merger mein, because A and B both wanted to work with each other, hence जो new company बनती है उसमें A का मैनेजमेंट भी होता है और B का मैनेजमेंट भी होता है. So there are two school of thoughts of two people coming together, like marriage का जो example दिया, the two people come together ना.
Sir, मैं यहाँ पे क्या the point I'm trying to ask here is
I understood your question. I'm coming to that. Now in acquisition, in acquisition, what happens? Because B anyways do not wanted to work with A, but even when A acquires B, and the moment A acquires B, A throws out the management of B. B के management को generally वो हटा देता है. So which means in these kind of an examples, एक ही school of thought रहता है या एक ही management रह जाता है. उसका डी एक्विजिशन होने का सिनेरियो आता नहीं है, बिकॉज एक ही स्कूल ऑफ थॉट है, एक ही लीडर है, एक ही सेगमेंट है या एक ही स्कूल ऑफ थॉट है. हीरो होंडा में हीरो का भी मैनेजमेंट था और होंडा का भी मैनेजमेंट था, इन दोनों के बीच में क्लैश हो गया. बट अगर एक ही मैनेजमेंट होता तो क्लैश नहीं होता ना, इसलिए एक्विजिशन में
एग्जैक्टली. तो फिर डी एक्विजिशन नाम का तो कॉन्सेप्ट होना ही नहीं चाहिए.
जनरली नहीं होगा वैसे ट्रांजैक्शन. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन टू यू. In real scenarios, बहुत rarely you would see of such kind of an scenario coming out कि where one school of management को ही अपने में issue हो गया. हाँ, what we have seen is this कि let's assume ये कंपनी थी A, उसने कंपनी B ये है, कंपनी B को एक्वायर किया, तब कंपनी का जो नया साइज है वो ये हो गया, टोटल साइज कंपनी का भी ये हो गया. 2 साल के बाद कंपनी को रियलाइज हुआ कि ये जो पीस है ये कंपनी को प्रॉब्लम दे रहा है, लॉसेस आ रहे हैं. कंपनी ने इस पीस को बाहर निकाल के फेंक दिया. दिस इज पॉसिबल, दिस हैज हैपेंड. यू हैव एक्वायर्ड वन कंपनी, but that company started giving you losses, it is not working good for you, you have thrown back the company out. Now why you're not calling as demerger? Because वो जो बाहर पीस आपने निकाला वो किसी मैनेजमेंट को नहीं निकाला, आपने अपने ही बिजनेस आर्म को बाहर निकाला. इट्स जनरली कॉल्ड एज सेल ऑफ द बिजनेस. भावेश.
Okay, sir, got it.
Let me explain this to you in much more easier example. Suppose you have a car, you have one car today. So in a garage you have one car. You decide to buy another car. आपने एक second car खरीदी. But इन दोनों कार्स का ओनर तो आप ही हो.
True.
Tomorrow you decide, okay, the new car that you bought is not making sense. आपको it's the maintenance is costly, or it's giving you trouble and so on. You decide to sell off that car. When you decide to sell off that car, because the management still is one person, but the management out of the total company or out of total 2 cars is selling one car. It's what is sale of an asset for you, correct?
Exactly.
It's not a demerger now, correct?
Exactly. So yeah.
Now let me give you another example. Suppose you have one car and your brother has one car. Okay, and suppose you both decide, okay, let's buy one big garage जहाँ पे we will keep both the cars together. And because of, again, this is just for sake of discussion, don't take me wrong. Suppose because of some reason you both brothers don't get along and you decide and there's a dispute and decide, okay boss, we don't want to have one garage together, we want to have separate garages or something like this. You decide, okay, let's sell this off and you keep it your garage, I keep it. Now this is demerger, correct? Because the two management came together and now those two management are again breaking off. It's not a sale of an asset. Bhavesh, are you understanding the fundamental concept?
Yes,
Sorry,
yes.
I'm trying. I'm going to do much more.
Very much clear, sir.
ठीक है. ये सब concept आपको slides में नहीं मिलेंगे. That's why I was trying to tell you कि वो October or November, and that's what I'm trying to tell you, because when you don't put those cutoffs or those swords of the timeline, it gives a complete freedom to go at the depth to the depth which student wants, and that's the reason why I have that conversation earlier. Yeah. Any other doubt, guys? In this, I'm more than happy to take any questions. आपको चाहिए 2 मिनट का आप लोग ब्रेक ले लो. You have a glass of, yeah, go ahead.
Sir, कई केसेस में ऐसा होता है कि कुछ कंपनीज टेक कंपनीज को एक्वायर करती है फॉर स्ट्रेटेजिक रीजंस, तो वो हॉस्टाइल टेकओवर्स में मतलब इसमें आते हैं या फिर नॉर्मल एक्विजिशंस?
So it depends. If I'm A and I'm acquiring B, if big B starts running away from me, but I still acquire that company, that's called as hostile acquisition.
But B doesn't have an option because it's already take it's under reconstruction or something, so they don't have
So
actually a choice.
if B is up for sale,
Hmm.
then it's called as acquisition.
So the
So
main
even if
intent.
no, so if even if the suppose B company is going into restructuring, but still the B's management decide they don't want to work with me, but I still take over that company, that still is called as hostile acquisition.
Okay. So the basic difference between acquisition and hostile acquisition is the intent of the seller to sell his business to sell or to not to sell.
The intent of the both the parties, whether both the parties want to work with each other, only one party wants to work with each other and the other party do not want to work. If the other party do not want to work, still the other party takes over, that's called as hostile.
ठीक.
Sir, any example from Indian market for hostile acquisition specifically?
So this Tata Steel and
Bhushan.
No, not the Bhushan. Yeah, this UK.
Chorus.
Yeah, Tata Chorus. Yeah. So the Tata Chorus was an hostile acquisition. So Tata was bidding for the Chorus, and the Chorus was not very comfortable and do not wanted to be work with an Indian management. And they were consistently creating a lot of problems for Tata bids, but still Tata was able to get hold of Chorus. So those are one of the Indian examples of the hostile acquisition.
Sir, Bank of Rajasthan, sorry, ICICI Bank acquire Bank of Rajasthan.
I would not call this as a hostile. I would still call this an acquisition because इतना ज़्यादा hostile नहीं था वो. So yeah, you can call this an acquisition, but इतना hostile नहीं था वो. ठीक है? Any doubt in merger and acquisition? ठीक है. In case no, so we'll take a 5 minutes break. ठीक है? It's 7:50. By my watch, we'll start in 7:55. Okay, we'll take a 5 minutes break and then we'll go beyond 8 and try and let's stretch if to see in case you're comfortable. We'll try not keep it too long, but we'll try and stretch after 8. Okay, so we'll take a 5 minutes break. Yeah. Any questions before I move on?
हेलो
Yeah.
सर मुझे एक क्वेश्चन पूछना था सर, थोड़ा सा ऐसे ये HUL ने बूस्ट का ब्रांड एक्वायर करा, तो वो सर एक्विजिशन में आएगा, मर्जर में आएगा?
वो ना मर्जर है ना एक्विजिशन है, वो एसेट और ब्रांड एक्विजिशंस होते हैं.
ऐसे
So,
सर
for example,
नेक्सा मारुति सुजुकी.
no, Nexa is not an acquisition, correct? Nexa तो मारुति ने अपना नया क्रिएट किया है ब्रांड.
अलग सेगमेंट है. हेलो.
Yeah.
Hello Nishant sir, am I audible?
Yeah.
Hello Nishant sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
सर
Sir.
मैंने अभी एक एग्जांपल देखा है हॉस्टाइल टेकओवर का गूगल पे. सर एक एग्जांपल देखा है हॉस्टाइल टेकओवर का इंडिया सीमेंट्स एंड राशि सीमेंट्स का. उसमें इंडिया सीमेंट्स राशि सीमेंट के स्टॉक शेयर होल्डर को ओपन ऑफर देता है कि वो 100 का शेयर जो अभी लिस्ट हो रहा है BSE पे उसको 300 में खरीद परचेज करने की ऑफर देता है. तो उस केस में जो भी इन्वेस्टर्स होते हैं वो ICL को अपना स्टेक बेच देते हैं. ठीक है सर. बट इन केस ऑफ प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनीज उन पे अगर स्पेसिफिकली इन केस ऑफ OPC तो उसमें तो सिर्फ एक ही ओनर मतलब उसको हॉस्टाइल तरीके से टेक ओवर कर सकते हैं नहीं, या और कर सकते हैं तो कैसे?
उसमें हॉस्टाइल टेक ओवर कैसे करोगे? अगर कोई so for you to do an hostile takeover, you need to buy the shares of the company, correct?
Right.
So for example,
right.
Now in this example,
समझो अभी मैं एवरेस्ट हूँ और मुझे MDS खरीदना है. MDS is a private limited company.
हाँ, so if nobody is willing to sell those shares to me, I will not be able to acquire the company. That's a bottom line. Be it in private company, be it a public company.
So in case of public तो वो open bid में जाके खरीद सकते हैं. Easy रहता है public company को acquire करना than private, or it is equal?
It's pretty similar because in a public company also the company might have only offered 60% shares in the public but only 40% shares in the public, which means 60% are still held by the private promoters. So for you to acquire the company, you need to have more than 50%, no?
Obviously, yes. तो हाँ ठीक है.
Yeah. So now, now let's bring the another concept, joint venture. Joint venture, it's very similar to merger. The difference is the merger are more permanent in nature, but the merger is more permanent in nature. For example, we took an example of Maruti and Suzuki. They came together and decided to remain in Indian markets for the production of the cars. There's no time, the end time defined to this, that okay, after this will get over. But in a joint venture, the two companies come together for a temporary phase. Now let me define this temporary. So it could be for a specific time period, or it could be a specific purpose. Once that purpose or the time, whichever is earlier, is done, they go back. They go back to their original parent company. So let me put it this way. In a joint venture, you will have a company A, and I will have company B. These are original base. Now they will come together and form, so suppose the company X. This will not, this is called a joint venture for a specific purpose or period. And once that is done, the portion of X which belong to A will go back to A, and the portion of X which belong to B will go back to B. That's called a joint venture. It's for a specific purpose or for a specific time. That's why joint venture is little temporary, whereas a merger is more permanent in nature. पूछिए कुछ पूछना हो तो. Guys?
Hello.
Yeah, Isha, go ahead.
Sir, any example on joint venture?
Yeah, I will. So the examples of
Renault and Nissan are two companies which have joined for
yeah,
a
so Renault,
common set of platform.
yeah, so this is one example. The second example, in again the automobile sector, अगर आप ये आपने देखा हो या पढ़ा हो, so Maruti and Toyota have come
Yeah,
together.
Glanza and
So
Baleno.
हाँ, so जो Baleno car है मारुति की, वो now is being sold under a flagship of Toyota.
As Glanza.
As Glanza. It is no more being sold under a flagship of a Nexa. Nexa is again a new premium brand of Maruti. So so this is the Toyota and Maruti have come together, but ये merger नहीं है, ये acquisition नहीं है. Maruti और Toyota अभी भी दो अलग-अलग कंपनी है, but for ये specific purpose के लिए दोनों साथ आ गए. But अगर इसके अलावा कुछ होगा, anything which is outside this purpose, they still work like a two competitors, but only for this specific purpose they have come together. Similarly, another joint venture, again very similar to automobile sector, is when Tata announced that, not announced it, they actually rolled out Nano, correct? So it was posing one of those threats to Bajaj automobile. So Bajaj and Mahindra also created a joint venture. That joint venture is no more because of Nano being not a success, and then decided, okay, let's not try and compete because there's no success there. But Bajaj and Mahindra also came together to create a joint venture on that time. So joint venture is for a specific purpose for a specific period.
So
okay.
So
yes, I.
सर जैसे अभी आपने बताया A प्लस B ये X बना रहे हैं, बट ये वाला एग्जांपल उसमें तो फिट हो जाता है. टाटा सन एंड सिंगापुर एयरलाइन जब विस्टारा में ऑपरेट करते हैं, एज अ विस्टारा ऑपरेट करते हैं, बट रिलायंस एंड निसान तो अभी भी अलग अलग नेम से ही मतलब बेचते हैं. मतलब उन्होंने प्रोडक्शन को जॉइंट वेंचर किया है, बट जो आउटपुट है वो अपने अपने नाम से ही बेच रहे हैं.
हाँ, सेम लॉजिक यहाँ पे भी लगता है साहिल. सो जॉइंट वेंचर इज अगेन नॉट A plus B is equal to C, something like this. So in terms of what branding they want to use, that again depends on the terms and conditions of those agreements, what they agree when they come together. So for example, जैसे जो एग्जाम्पल आपने दिया उसमें वो अलग अलग नाम पे बेच रहे हैं. अगर आप मारुति और टोयोटा का देखोगे उसमें it's no more, the Baleno is no more sold into the flagship of or into the name of Maruti or Nexa, correct? It's being sold with a new name under a new brand, under a new entity, which is Toyota, correct? But the car तो same है ना, car is
Baleno तो सेल पे है अभी, नेक्सा ने डिसकंटिन्यू नहीं किया उसको.
अरे नेक्सा ने डिसकंटिन्यू नहीं किया, बट टोयोटा तो बेच रहा है ना उसको.
हाँ, टोयोटा से ग्लांजा बेच रहा है उसको.
Correct, but वो Baleno was created by whom? Maruti
first. हाँ.
So Maruti has allowed Toyota to sell his product, correct? His product under Toyota name. Or what will happen over a period of time? Over a period of time, Maruti will stop selling Baleno under Nexa. That's the way it will rolled out. But अभी नहीं होगा, वो धीरे धीरे होगा. You tell me exactly both are same car, exactly same car, interior, exterior, technology, exactly same cars. Selling two cars under two names, one under Toyota with a different name and one under Nexa with a different name. What's the logic of this?
Sorry, sir. I didn't want to demean you, but I have some fancy for cars. So there is some difference in Glanza which Baleno doesn't have.
Which is created by whom? Which is created by Toyota, correct?
By Toyota. Yes, yes, Toyota. There is some
That's what
changes technological which are not there in Baleno.
That's what I'm telling you. Those changes. Take a minute, Megha. Those changes can be done by Maruti itself in their product proposition, but they're not doing it.
Yes.
So it's not those changes are very unique to Toyota. Toyota will break those changes so that currently Maruti is selling Baleno. So to make Toyota their product little different from Maruti product, they have to make those changes, correct? Otherwise, why would you buy Maruti product from Toyota? You will go to the original parent, correct? Rather than going to somebody who has taken over the product from somebody else. To attract those customers, they will offer some extra features. But over a period of time, Nexa will remove Baleno from the roads, and then what will remain on the Indian roads is Toyota with this. But what Maruti will do, Maruti will bring another product into that price segment and will flag it, will place it under flagship of Nexa. That's what will happen probably in next 6-7. It could have done, it would have done by end of December if COVID nahi hota. But because of this entire COVID and the car sales going for a toss, I see this should happen probably second or the third quarter of the next year. Yeah, Mahima. Sorry, it was Megha, I think. Somebody was asking something.
Sir, actually मैं यही confirm कर रही थी कि जो जो Nexa है, so they are not selling in the name of Baleno, right? So now Toyota is selling Nexa with extra features.
Sorry, they are
not selling Baleno. That Nexa is not selling Baleno.
Nexa as of
now. This time period.
Nexa as of now is selling Baleno.
Okay.
But what will happen over a period of time, that this product will go off from Nexa flagship.
Okay.
Sir, I just wanted to ask you one thing. What could be the purpose of this acquisition? I mean, Maruti एक design बनाएगा, उसको बेचेगा, मेहनत करेगा.
This is not an acquisition.
पैसा.
Toyota उसको kind of royalty वगैरह कुछ दे देगा.
Yeah. Also, in return, there are some technology which has been built, some engine specification or technology which is built by Toyota. In return, the Maruti will get those specifications. So it's both
done
ways.
To reduce their dependence on Fiat engines.
Correct. So दोनों को कुछ मिल रहा है. ऐसा नहीं है कि
both are Japanese siblings and they are amalgamating only for the reason कि Fiat पे dependence कम हो जाए.
तो अभी मारुति Fiat का मतलब Fiat के prospect उस पे चलता है. That's what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Okay.
Fiat पे नहीं चलता, Fiat की engine की technology पे चलता है. So they wanted to get out of that technology, because what will happen over a period of time, India में धीरे-धीरे emission norms strong हो रहे हैं. Okay.
Exactly.
And what it does when emission norms get stronger is some of the you need to upgrade your engine capacity, your technology of the engine, so that the emission, the fuel that you burn becomes different. So that's the reason some of the products which Maruti has in their portfolio, I don't know whether you're aware. So for example, Gypsy एक काफी hot selling product होता था मारुति का, especially in rural areas or tier 2 cities. जिप्सी करके जो पुराने पुलिस आपने मूवीज वगैरह में देखा होगा, वो यूज होता था. So now that product, because वो हटा दिया गया, because वो product emission norms पे fulfill नहीं कर पा रहा eligibility criteria. So that's why what they're trying to do, they're trying to move towards those engines and those technology which will remove which will be a little different from a technology that Fiat used to use. And of course these new technology or new engines will have a much more higher standards of these emission norms. But अब टोयोटा उसको फ्री में तो देगा नहीं ना ये चीज. टोयोटा क्यों अपना एक इंजन बनाया टेक्नोलॉजी बनाया उसको दे दे. So that's where they have agreed that this structure helps both sides, and that's the reason why they've done this.
Okay, ठीक है सर.
Sir.
Yeah, Anjali.
Sir, I just want to ask that can we define this joint venture as a subset of merger?
You can, provided you caveat it that this is a subset of a merger. Provided you say that it's the big difference is it's temporary in nature, and you define what is temporary. It could be a specific purpose or a period.
Yes.
See, I think what is important. I think this is not the right time to take that, but later into this journey, if this batch stays with me till that process, what we will do also is in interview, how do you articulate your answer? That's very important, because, for example, if you're asked what is joint venture, and if I say it's subset of a merger and then blah blah blah, vis-a-vis I say something else, both has answered as right. It's not wrong, but you need to be aware. If I say this answer, what will be the next question by an interviewer? But if I give a different version, what would be the next question? So I think that's a very important skill that is required. But of course, I don't think it's the right time to talk about this. But I'm just keeping you posted, and that's the way. That's a tool through which we decide what, even if both the versions of the answers are right, which articulation or which version of an answer should I use. So probably let's park that piece for interview prep sessions. Okay, but yes, you can say it's a subset provided you caveat these with these couple of conditions. Anji, any other doubt, question? So we have done mergers, we've done acquisition, we've done now joint venture as well.
Sir, Tata Sons and Singapore Airlines merger है या joint venture?
So Tata Sons and Singapore Airlines is a joint venture.
Joint venture क्योंकि बस एक ही उसके लिए combine कर रहे हैं सिर्फ aviation business के लिए.
Specific purpose. Anything else, guys? So are we clear with joint venture, merger, acquisition, hostile acquisition? So there's four big key terms that we've discussed today.
Sir?
Yeah, Anjali.
So can we discuss the merger of banks, the scenario today, that from 22 to 12 we have PSBs?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just want to know कि उसमें क्या exactly हुआ है. मतलब ऐसे तो बोलते तो हैं कि acquisition है ये. एक्चुअली मैं भी यूनियन बैंक से ही हूँ और हम लोगों ने एक्वायर किया है कॉर्पोरेशन और आंध्रा को. तो वी हैव सेट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट टीम ऑफ यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, बट उसमें जो अपर मैनेजमेंट है वो बस यूनियन बैंक है. बाकी लोअर मैनेजमेंट में जैसे हमारे यहाँ पे जो एजीएम बीजीएम्स हैं वो सब आंध्रा और कॉर्पोरेट इसमें फाइन कर सकते हैं.
Can you hear me? Anjani, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
According to you, what's the reason why the Union Bank has acquired Andhra Bank?
Andhra and Corporation both are technologically a little bit weak from Union Bank of India.
Anjani, your voice is not very clear. Seems your network is on the weaker side.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, Anjani.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. It's technology. It's technology reason.
Sorry, it's a tech. You said it's technological reason.
Yes, sir.
So Andhra is
And the
more on
balance sheet side, what we are having.
Is Andhra on the weaker side or is on the stronger side with you?
No, we are on the stronger side. Union Bank of India is on the stronger side.
So that's what I'm asking you. If you are on the stronger side, why do you want to go and acquire a company which is anyways on the weaker side on technology?
No, it's not only but to have better market, to expand in the market.
To have a wider reach into those segments of the part of the countries where your bank might not have a presence.
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Exactly the same thing
Yes.
what ICICI Bank did when they acquired the Bank of Madurai. In the southern part of those countries, to try and understand, because for you or for any other bank to have those strong position into some of the parts of the country, it takes time, correct? You need to open your branches, you need to get those RBI licenses for those branches, you need to hire people. Slowly you will start building your branding into those segments or pockets of the country. So vis-a-vis, if you go and acquire these small regional banks or these banks which are very specific to those communities or those areas or those states or those pockets, if you acquire those, you immediately become very strong into those pockets, and that's to me that's the reason, rather than a technology. Because I don't believe and of course you are much closer to the transaction because it's your bank. What I've read is because we're not part of this transaction as an IB, but what I've read is my understanding is it's not about technology, it's about physical presence, it's about the market reach. So it gives a wider, or it gives a much higher market reach to Union Bank, especially into those pockets or those part of the countries. To me, that's the reason basis what I've read about this. Anjali? You there?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I don't know whether you heard me. So my reading is a little different. My reading is it's not about technology, it's about the market reach.
Okay, sir. So we can classify it as acquisition.
See, it's little complicated because the way RBI wants us to be structured, the RBI wants to look like a merger, but I think it's not merger. It's actually an acquisition. Basis what I know about the transaction, but of course okay, so let's go with the cleaner version of it. It's an acquisition rather than saying much more. But see, try to understand. For a regulator, it's not a very good sign, especially into international markets where one bank is acquiring another bank. That's not a very positive signs you send as a banking sector to the international markets. That's why they generally try and avoid of these acquisitions. Mergers are still much more less negative to the international market, especially in the banking sector, because if one is acquiring another bank, that means the target bank is so weak that is being acquired by some other bank. and by this you are sending a signal that the banks into this segment, into this country is it's pretty weak, and hence the banking sector is not strong, hence the economy seems to be little on the weaker side. So that's the kind of concern that regulator will bring in. That's why I said I think from a regulator perspective, calling this the acquisition is little, they will prefer to avoid calling this an acquisition. But if you keep that as away, yeah, I agree, it's an acquisition.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else, guys? Joint venture, merger, hostile acquisition, anything in this four before we close, and we'll just knock this off, these four concepts. Satya, anything from your side? Kuch puchna hai? Anything you want to ask? Satya, you there? I think he's left. No issues. So, guys, last time, anything? Any questions? I know I've stretched you. हाँ जी, कुछ है? Last time. No? Okay. Okay. Thanks. We'll continue tomorrow. And thanks for your patience and cooperation. For a stretch, we'll try and see and probably might do a very small stretch tomorrow as well. Okay. Let's see how does it work out. And then we'll take it forward from there. Chiri, thanks.
कल सर इनके फाइनेंशियल एस्पेक्ट पे बात करेंगे.
किसके?
हेलो, मर्जर एक्विजिशंस के
कर सकते हैं, उसमें भी कर सकते हैं. फाइनेंशियल एस्पेक्ट थोड़ा आगे है, but if you are in any urgency or hurry, I can take that also.
I'm not in hurry. Thank you.
ठीक है, तो जब आएगा तब करते हैं. चलिए, thanks. Let's connect tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, sir.